Hello everyone, welcome to our Fablecraft and Fractured Sky gameplay today. I'm so excited to be DMing because the DM can't die. But before we get started, I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves, starting with Claire.
Hello, I'm Claire. I'm the lead writer at Fablecraft, and I can die.
Thanks for having us. I'm Ben. I do some visual and product design stuff for Fablecraft. Yeah, I can also die and may well do.
We're not going to let it happen, guys.
No.
Hello, I am Taylor, and I am the community and social media manager for Fablecraft. And surprise, I also can die. It is true. Surprise!
Not
Surprise!
today.
Not today. Not this day.
And I am Darcy. I am our creative director over at Fablecraft, and I'm not going to let anyone die on my watch. Dang it. So,
The spirit.
yes.
And I am Zach. I am part of the Ivy Studio team, one of the founders over there, and also had the wonderful opportunity to direct I guess it was the launch trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the launch trailer for this awesome TTRPG. So thanks for all coming down and
Thanks
doing
for
this
having
fun
us.
little
Yeah.
cross-promotion, Fractured Sky meets Fablecraft. I'm excited to get into it. This is going to be great.
Yeah, part of that, Claire, can you tell us what Fablecraft is for those that are watching that don't know what you guys are all about?
Yes, absolutely. So Fablecraft is a digital tabletop role-playing game that has its own game system and its own world called Mythos and its own specially designed digital platform. So after playing a ton of TTRPGs during the pandemic, we just wanted to create an experience that was easier to learn for new players, easier to run as GMs, even if you're a forever GM, and just super easy to plug in and play with your friends. And so that's when Fablecraft was born, and we can't wait to share it with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first experience with it, and I'm loving it so far. So, cool. Well, let's dive in, shall we? So, we are on a beautiful sunny day. The seabirds are calling, but the sea is far, far below us. We are really up high in the sky on a floating island. And in the year since the stars first fell into that ocean and brought these floating islands up out of the sea, so much has changed. It began with a call to all the nations of the world to come collect the stars and your greatest wishes will be fulfilled. And we came, and what began as a friendly rivalry among the nations of the world quickly turned into all-out conflict. Fleets of airships cruise the skies as each try to establish a foothold, and armadas fight not just over those starfalls that grant magical wishes, but to secure anything that could give them an advantage over the other nations. You all came together to these lands looking for adventure and treasure and obviously for your wishes to be granted. But instead, you have found nothing but conflict. You arrived as a freelancer team. You had a sleek skimmer, and you quickly made a name for yourselves as scouts for hire. But unfortunately, in a raid that had nothing to do with you while you were asleep, your ship was burned last month. And since then, there's been a lot of, spending time in taverns trying to get over the loss of your ship. But at last, you've been hired again by the Morimeno, one of the nations that are here. They're a little disconcerting. They have two heads. So it's very hard to talk to them. They constantly are cutting each other off. But they reached out with a scout command. You get your own ship for this mission. And there's nothing better than, once again, flying the skies on your own again. So you jumped at the chance, and you arrive at our docks here today on the day that you are taking control of the ship. You arrive, and as you're walking up the gangplank to this massive tower that has a bunch of little slips for the airships, I'd like for you each to describe your characters for me. So starting with Claire and going around the table.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Aspen Fernwisp. I'm the intern with our band of treasure hunting adventurers here. And I'm just so excited to be here and very excited that we're finally getting out of this very difficult, turbulent time after our ship got destroyed, and just can't wait. Just thank you for the opportunity.
It's good to be working with you again, Aspen. It's been a while. Good to be back on the ship. I'm Billy Riggings. He's a surly deckhand that was begrudgingly sort of like coerced into a ship's medic position after something happened to the last one. But yeah, Billy's on point now for patching up any sort of like flesh wounds that we might deal with along the way. So let me know if I can be of service. But yeah, I play a long strider, so it's from the Long Meadows, and I'm a radiant.
Awesome.
Well, hello. It's wonderful to work with all of you. I am Meadow Branch Snapper, and I used to serve as a Woodlander guard, but now more recently joined up with this crew, and I'm also very happy to be here. I think this suits my temperament better, and also who can't pass up a chance to have a wish, their very own wish fulfilled.
Love a wish.
Love a wish.
So I have a really important question.
Mm-hmm.
We got into some combat, and some things burned, right?
Oh yeah.
How is my gown?
Singed, but not noticeably.
Okay.
Over much.
Okay.
It's honestly a look.
You think I'm pulling it off?
I really do.
It's a whole vibe, Queenie.
Thanks, guys. So I'm Queenie. It's so good to see you all again. I was a little bit worried about my outfit for today, but I'm glad it's still glittering and it looks good. I've got my pearl necklace, I've got my shimmering gown, and I'm ready for a wish. I'm ready to go and get some treasure, and I'm ready to be on an adventure with you guys again.
I am Vertius Dawntide. It's okay that I'm here. You all seem very excited to see each other.
Bert!
It's fine. We're here. This is great. I have long been a scholar of this land, and I have long been studying this Newman that is rumored to be granting this wish. Not so sure about that wish, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know that I believe in this wish. I think that might be. I'm more of a science man myself.
It doesn't
in the
work
books.
if you don't believe.
But we'll see. We'll see if that wish is really out there. I don't know.
Vertius, now that we're all together, my wish has already come true.
My goodness.
All right, you've now ascended the plank going up to this staging ground, and you see Argathon, a Morimeno airmaster that had hired you in the past, back when you had your own ship, and he turns to you and says, hurry it up. If I don't have 4 skimmers in this loading dock, in the next 10 minutes, Quartermaster Lidl will have my hide. And then the second head now turns around and says, I will have his hide, which apparently is Quartermaster Lidl. And so, once again, Argathon is saying, quick scout of the Frosty Fjord, should only take a half day, see if there are any other ships hanging about, you know the drill. And you turn and you see a ship. It is 4 times as long as your old ship and way bigger than you were expecting. And there's only the 5 of you. So he's kind of just sitting there tapping his foot like.
And just to confirm, half the wages up front, is that the deal?
For if you have your own ship, of course. But since I'm risking my ship to send you out, that is half your wages right there.
This is it's a big ship, isn't it?
If you're unclear on how to fly it, I can give you about a sentence in help, which is, I hired you, I expect you to know how to fly it.
Yes, we do know.
I'm going to march onto the ship with confidence, and I'm going to head toward the wheel.
You can head toward the helm. That's perfect.
That's what it's.
So,
a helm.
yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Airships of this nature are fairly easy to fly. You need someone controlling how high or how low you're going. You need someone, and this is more of a team effort, controlling the sails that are going to give you the thrust to go, and then you need someone piloting it. And so it's not very, very complicated. You could handle it, but there would normally be a lot of troops on a ship like this that would assist somewhat.
So this is unusual.
Maybe, yeah.
Just a little bit.
You could, maybe. If you wanted to figure out if it was unusual, you could.
Yeah, I mean, let me ask our friend here. Just curious, what happened to the usual crew of this ship?
They're busy doing other things.
Seems good to me. Let's
I take everything at face value.
You're welcome to give me a check if you'd like. We could do a charm.
Yeah.
You could even do you could do an empathy check to see if you can kind of get the emotions of what he's saying.
I'll do an empathy check.
All right, go ahead and give me that. And this is not going to be hard. It's going to be easy. So you
Okay.
go ahead and make a check against that.
All right. Let's see. So
Ooh la la.
But
All right,
you
all right.
nailed that. So you can tell that there is a lot of activity. Like he is stressed and trying to get things out the door. And it's weird that one of the biggest ships is not being used for that. And he's just trying to shuffle you out and get you out of the dock as fast as possible. But yes, there's something a little odd.
Okay. Aspen just turns to the group that's still sort of at port, and just be, guys, something odd about this. Just get a sense of something odd. But nevertheless, he's going to follow Queenie onto the ship and be like, well, I can handle the sails very strong. But maybe somebody ask the guy something weird going on here.
I'm going to ask a little bit about the destination and sort of. Do I know much about where we're heading? Have we?
Yes. So you guys have been all over these islands. There's about 10 of them. And Frosty Fjord is about as far away and as remote as you could get. It is usually not the center of a ton of activity. And it's just a pretty routine scout as far as you can tell.
Okay. As a naturalist, I've got an ability to construct a waypoint. So if there's sort of like a waypoint at the destination, I can sort of like start setting one up here to ease our travel once we get going. So I can start.
Definitely. Do you want to put that on your ship?
Yeah.
That's
I'm going
good.
to sort of like as we're getting set up, just try and sort of get us in the right direction.
Perfect. I like it.
So that's a roll.
All right, go for it. Barely made it. That was perfect.
All right.
That was excellent. So, all right, awesome. So you're on the ship. You can pick a place where you can start constructing this waypoint if you'd like.
I'm going to put it right on the bow. Sort
right.
of like that's
love
our
it.
sort of the way we're heading. I'm going to sort of like have that as our guiding light.
I love that. That's perfect. Cool. Does anyone else want to do anything before we get underway?
I just would like to ask. It seems to me a ship of this size would usually have a larger crew. And I know you say that I'm not quite sure where they've gone to, but
Busy,
can you tell
yes.
us a little bit more about, we've got this, no problem.
Can you do a charm check for me?
Yes. I say with charm.
It's going to be also easy.
Plus,
Okay.
because of the singed dress
Yeah.
situation.
I'm smoking.
Don't even worry about it.
Oh,
Just made it.
Just made it. I thought I was going to roll over. All right, so he sighs. And he's like, if I tell you, will you leave?
probably.
We just got word from one of our scouts that a massive amount of starfalls has just hit the dreadful desert. We're trying to quickly get over there before anyone realizes it, and we need to distract people away from the dreadful desert. So fly fast and you'll be fine.
So we're the decoy.
I didn't say decoy, I said fly fast and you'll be fine.
We're the bait.
We are the bait. Okay, well,
I'll
that's
double your
fine.
pay,
Oh.
which I have to get approved, but I'm pretty sure I'll double your pay. And then he turns to the quartermaster, Regal, and they converge and they talk for a second. We'll double your pay.
Well, I turn to my crewmates.
We could
Can't
get
say.
a new boat, and you could get a new gown.
That's true.
I never say no to more pay.
I
into
never say
it.
I never say no to more gowns. All right. Well, we're in. Let's go.
Please leave. I have to get 4 other ships loaded right now. All right, so I'm actually going to need a piloting check, so that's going to be athletics
Oh,
from
no.
you. Since you were at the helm there,
Oh,
Queenie.
no.
So if you could go ahead and give me, this is not easy. It is going to be a challenging roll.
Guys, I have to tell you, we might get off to sort of a rocky start, but let's see.
But you're gonna look gorgeous while you do it.
Great. Yeah, the wind is billowing through my hair.
Dress and the smoke.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it almost rolled to the 2. All right, so as
Not a great start.
as
Haven't
the
even left port yet.
the sails are coming down, and as you turn the wheel, you just start hearing it.
Don't worry,
And
I got this.
You see the quartermaster just, oh my gosh. And then you hear, that's coming out of your pay! as you pull away. The ship does pull away from the dock successfully. And you do head in the general direction of the Frosty Fjord. But you may want to do some adjustments as you're going to get there in good time.
Anybody else have stronger athletics than I do?
Aspen does, but he's never driven a ship before. But I'm strong. I'm very strong.
Yeah, I have excellent athletics, actually. Did you want me to take over?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant an acrobatics check. That was totally my fault. Are you better at acrobatics?
I'm better at acrobatics.
Roll it again. Roll it again.
Yes,
There we go,
okay.
there we go.
Redemption.
This is
Okay.
all my fault as the DM. I take
right.
full responsibility for that ship's damage.
Okay, I'll
Challenging?
He still wants it to fail.
Challenging still.
All right.
You got this.
I was like, why is everyone saying they're strong?
Yeah.
Same outcome.
epic
We're
failure.
good. But if anyone wants to try an acrobatics check now, you're more than welcome to.
We have the same acrobatics.
Yeah, same. I have the same.
I've got pretty good acrobatics. I'm
Get
gonna
in there.
see Queenie sort of like just
Billy,
maybe
help.
paying a little bit more attention to the singes on the dress rather than the
I bolster myself
Yeah, you just
up
hold on to
against
something.
the railing.
All right, here we go.
Still didn't make it.
Apologize, Queenie. I'm rubbish too.
All right. Well, we're just going to say it's taken you a long time to kind of bring the helm around, and everyone on the dock is just like, what is happening up there? Y'all are used to a much smaller ship. This is new.
natural, yeah.
This is new ground for you.
Yep.
We'll just sort of Queen's wave to everyone
Yeah.
as we pass on. See you, bye, see you soon.
Just keep crying out, intentional. That was intentional.
We're the new crew.
Signature move.
All right. So you eventually get on the proper heading. We're cruising, and you pass some beautiful sights of islands with waterfalls falling into nothing, which doesn't make sense. Where is the water coming from? But it's working because magic. And you are just in awe of the beauty of these islands. And once again, are just faced with how can so many bad war crimes and terrible things happen in this beautiful place. And as you're looking at this beautiful Creepy Cove is what it's called. It has this waterfall on it, a giant skull from a being 100 times bigger than you. I want to see a perception check from whoever you think might be on the lookout.
I'm certainly on the lookout,
All right.
as this is my field of study. This whole realm. So I will roll a perception check if that's all right.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll see how that. Oh no!
You see nothing.
I see nothing.
We're doing great.
And as you
Getting these rolls
are
out.
continuing to fly on, suddenly you just kind of see like a weird shadow go across the deck. And as you kind of feel like a tickle of maybe fear down your spine, like that wasn't a cloud. What is that? You then hear a squawk, an odd noise as from the heavens above you, gliding down, come these fully armored giant birds. And you quickly realize these are the Paradin. And you look behind you, and there's a massive ship following you, and 3 skimmers coming up behind you, one of which has come above you, is dropping troops gliding down on you. The Paradin's squawking cry, they think, is terribly ferocious and instilling fear in their enemies, when in reality it's just really annoying. It's a squawk as they're coming down, and they had the element of surprise. It's now totally lost. You hear them coming while they're still pretty high, but they land, and we are going to enter combat that y'all just didn't even see coming.
Team distraction. I think
Yeah.
we're nailing it.
Yeah. We're earning that double pay.
So we are going to be on the deck of this airship here, and y'all are just kind of paralyzed looking up at the sky in the middle of the deck here, not really paying attention at all, as 3 of these Paradin drop out of the airship above you, and they are going to land in front and behind you. And this one
Jeez.
immediately
Oh, no.
starts turning the helm to bring the ship around toward the massive ship that's coming towards you.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind? Hello, friend. Would you mind not doing that, please? We're actually going the other way.
He turns to you and draws this brilliant saber and says, "Surrender!" Which, once again, they think is terrifying.
What in the Jim Henson?
And we're going to enter combat. And that is going to bring us to, I believe, Virtius to start us off.
You're up there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just get right in there, and I'm gonna charge in, and I'm gonna go for the guy who's heading after our steering wheel. That seems important, and I'm gonna bash him in an invigorating way.
All right, I like that.
And let's see how that goes. Success.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He has been bashed.
Good bash.
All
Yeah,
right.
bash.
That leads me to one of the Paradin warriors, and he is just going to immediately run into the thick of things, as a brave Paradin should. And he is going to bring that saber out, and he's going to attack Queenie, who looks like the captain. In that gorgeous dress. And
All right.
Queenie, just a little bit of a glancing blow across you, is able to do some damage, but not incapacitate you by any means.
Can you tell me how my dress is looking at this point?
It did rip it a little bit more.
I
So,
shriek.
Boom, now you
The
got
good
like
news
the
is-
like,
Oh, is it a slit?
Yeah, it's
yeah, it's just like, the good news is now it's your turn, and you get retribution.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I can't believe someone would have done this to my wardrobe. So let's see. I think I'm gonna stay right where I am because this guy is in my line of sight, and
So the squawking has not stopped. I just want to be clear.
They just keep on
They just
squawking?
keep squawking
what?
as they draw their swords. It's like a cacophony at this point.
I'm gonna go for a fireball because
Oh.
I just feel like this is like the manifestation of my anger right now, and I squawk back.
Oh.
Oh, whoops, hold on, yeah.
So this is going to be an effect attack, right? You probably can get two of them.
Maybe.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at
yeah,
that.
you can.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, you guys can see. Okay, great. So here we go.
Go, Queenie.
Let's see it.
Oh,
Yes!
I thought it was going to be
Yeah, no,
more,
that-
but
it was-
yes.
that was-
Success.
That still did. That did 12
Ooh.
total damage. That's pretty good. So
Visual
feathers are
effects.
now singed in return for your dress being singed all those years ago. Those months ago. I didn't tell you the Paradin are the ones that burned your ship. So this is a great chance for you to get some
Paybacks.
revenge with that
Yes.
fire there. All right, Zach. Excuse me, Virtius.
Yes.
So sorry, sir.
Yes. Zach.
The Paradin in front of you does let go of the wheel in order to turn and face you, and is
Perfect.
also going to take a sweeping blow at you with the sword, all the while swallow-walking viciously as it does a ton of damage on you, a total of 10. That's a total of a third of your health there.
I'm doing great.
Virtius.
It's
How
fine.
you feeling, Bert?
I'm not worried about it.
All right.
These Paradin are known to be really, annoying weaklings. Really,
You got it.
that's what I've heard.
Sounds accurate.
They're definitely not noble knights that are vicious.
Yeah.
That is definitely not what they are. All right, that brings us to Meadow.
Ooh, I see one guy that's not being attacked. I want to attack him, but I don't know if I can get to him. Let me see. Can I can move this.
Yeah.
Well, you also have an area effect attack that can hit both of them.
Oopsie doodle. What did I just do?
Oh, I think it's gonna miss.
Oh,
Sad.
oh dear.
You
Oh, he was
Looked
a
pretty-
charge. That's
looked pretty cool while you
Yeah,
were
that
doing
was
it, though.
awesome. It looked great. It missed.
It was very enthusiastic. I may have taken a wide swing on that one.
So this Paradin, not taking any damage from your attack, kind of dismisses you.
Oh.
And instead of attacking you, is actually going to reach for this control lever that you see on the deck there. And he is going to yank this over. This wing immediately folds up, and the ship starts yawing and tilting. And so that is going to be potentially an issue in the near future. And that is going to be its turn.
Billy did some magic before we set out, getting us to our destination safely. How's that holding up at this point?
We have one end of a waypoint, not the other end, and so we're not doing great on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of new to this, so
I have to click that.
waypoints. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yep.
But it's a work in progress.
The good news is it's Billy's turn, so if you want to jump from one part of your ship that's falling to the other part of your ship that's falling, you could do that.
Oh yeah. All right.
Probably not helpful.
Queenie, how you looking? You need to patch up, or should I go and try
I
and
got this.
All right. I'll use the muscle memory of sort of being a ship hand, and I'm going to jump back over. So can I make it to? I can make it over to that switch. I think if I sort of like pop over here next to Meadow, so I can use my movement to pop that.
Yeah, and if you want to end your turn, I'll let you put that back out
Okay.
instead of taking an action. If you do an attack action, the wing will stay in. So it's up to you on whether you want to just sit there and fight with the Paradin over the switch or not.
Yeah. I feel like maybe I have to get rid of this Paradin before I. How's the ship looking? Have I got?
You're still high in the air.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Is there's like a tilt?
You're starting to tilt, but
Okay.
not so much that you all are falling yet.
Okay.
You're all right.
All right. Let's live dangerously. I'm here for next turn if we want to do this. But I'm going to sort of pull out my ship's club and just sort of like take a go at this Paradin.
Yeah. Big old swing. Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
Woo, that was close. All right.
Nice.
That was a good attack. All
right.
right.
Where do I go? Okay, Aspen is looking at the Paradin up at the helm and does not care for his position. He was also the first one to take control of our ship, so I'm going to go ahead and go up there and cast Gravity Spear, and I'm gonna, as I do it, I'm gonna like wield this like spear out of gravity, and Aspen's gonna be like, did somebody order chicken skewers? And then cast it. Thank God that hit.
Actually, we ordered a salad.
All right. So it did hit, and that Paradin is looking fairly beat up, not quite at half health, and we have Virtius back at the top of the order.
Right. He's next to that wheel thing.
He's still there.
So
he's not holding it anymore.
he's not
You
holding it
distracted him.
anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Could I try like a thing where like I invigoratingly bash him into it and then like spin the thing?
You're trying to
So, like,
smash him into it so that it will
smash
go
him
back
in-
on course?
Well, no, more of the thing where it's like I spin the wheel and it like hits him in the head a couple times.
Oh, I will totally
Okay,
allow this.
great.
If you get a crit success, I
Okay.
will add damage to
I
it
love it.
for
Okay,
this
great.
improvisation.
So and this bash, it's invigorating.
Yeah,
So
I believe it.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, it was close. I don't think you critted.
I know I did not.
Did
I
not
just got a
crit.
normal success.
Yep.
But I'd still try it, I assume.
Yeah.
But
it just doesn't look as cool as you were hoping. Like
Yeah.
you were trying to go dunk, 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 and instead it just is spinning next to his head.
okay,
So,
yeah.
I mean, the good news is you did turn it the correct way.
Oh, great.
The opposite
Okay.
way the Paradin was turning out.
Hey!
So
Totally
the
on
ship
purpose.
is riding the course, and you're
Great.
getting a little further away from that other big ship chasing you. That ship has a lot of Paradin on it, so you don't want it to catch you.
Right.
Luckily, it's a little slower because it's a little heavy down, or weighed down. All right, that brings it to the Paradin, and that Paradin is going to see that attack that Virtius just did, and is going to try and also help this other Paradin trying to turn the wheel. They think that's the best bet for getting out of this situation, and so they're going to cast an arrow on you.
Oh,
And
who's
I...
that doesn't sound good.
You, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ouch.
an epic
Man.
success. How
That hurt.
great.
It's fine though. Still above half health.
All right,
Still
Queenie,
feeling
you're
good.
up.
All right. I think my outfit is probably still smoking and tattered.
Yeah,
and
it
I'm
is.
still mad. I think maybe I might try Cold Fire Lance. I wish everybody would line up the way I want them to, but
You could ask.
yeah. Excuse me, sir.
Doesn't
Could
hurt
you
to
just
ask.
move a little to the right? Let me come over here. And I'm going to try and get this guy up top as well, because I'm worried about what's getting ready to happen with the wheel. So I summon my magic to me, and then I very gracefully, with one leg out through the slit in my dress, like up on a raised heel, toss it.
It's so hot.
So hot.
Oh,
Dang it.
no!
Bummer.
Oh.
I'm a little bit worried because I'm in the line of fire here.
Luckily, it misses both of you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This Paradin saw how close it was to getting its brains knocked out by the helm, and is deciding that it wants to take good old Vertius out as fast as possible. Is going to go for another opening strike here to just slash at you, try to push you back. Oh, it's looking good.
Oh, no.
It is looking great.
Oh, it's a big hit.
That's
a big
40%.
hit.
Oof.
That
You've
is a
been covered.
good hit. So,
You
yeah.
know, I didn't intend to be the tank, but here we are.
The tank's standing right next to you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Full health.
It is my own fault. I did go in pretty brashly.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to Meadow.
Okay, I'm gonna try to gather myself after that embarrassing fail, and I have an ability that will potentially immobilize this guy, so maybe he won't be able to mess with that switch if he can get it turned back.
I think that is definitely the case, yes.
Let's see how it goes. Oh boy.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Nice.
do it. You
So-
did.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was an amazing turn for you because birds hate being caged, and you now have grounded this flying creature, and it is absolutely panicking to the point where it is just flailing at the ropes and trying to escape. And believe me, these are not cute creatures.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
they're,
gonna say, I feel
they're
a little
ferocious.
bad. Can I just,
You should not.
Like, it's okay. It's
You
okay.
definitely can do
You
that.
super
It is
can't
going
turn our
to
ship, but-
not take an action this turn. It is just
Nice.
absolutely
Way to
panicking,
go.
and it cannot even fathom trying to attack someone while it's under the netting. So
Excellent.
All right, Meadow, you seem to have got this under control. So I'm gonna head up here to the helm a little bit and try and help out Vert a little bit. So as I'm going, I'm sort of like, I've got an old sort of like notebook with some sort of like some things that I picked up along the way from the guy that used to be responsible for patching folks up on our crew. And I'm just like, no, he said something about wellspring of what's it called? Wellspring of light. Okay, I gotta make, yeah, all right, I'm gonna pop up here, get a little bit closer, and then, just so I go through the pages. All right, here we go.
His notes are so hard to read.
All right, Vert, wish me luck, mate. Ah!
Yeah.
This look good. All right.
Nice.
Oh, look at that little health boost.
Ooh.
So yeah, so
It
he got a
also
little boost.
damaged the Paradin. That was a very nice.
Very
spell.
nice.
So good.
I turn and give him a little wink. Like yeah, thanks, man.
Aspen looks over at Billy and just goes, Bones would be so proud.
All right. Speaking of Aspen, it is Aspen's turn.
I think it's time to order this chicken to go.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry,
one in the
everyone.
I love it.
Aspen's going to cast Grounded on Paradin, on this Paradin here, who is looking worse for wear, and hopefully just get rid of this unwelcome guest of ours.
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
well.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be enough.
Yes!
Well done.
Okay.
There it is. All right. That chicken has been gotten rid of or ordered to go, as you said.
Take out here.
So the Paradin, the net's coming, and it's actually just terrified of it, tries to get out of the way, ends up hitting the gunwale, and goes over the side. So the chicken is falling. It is
Blowing the coop.
It's blowing the coop even. Yes, is gone. So nicely done. All right. That brings us back to Vertius.
I'm a bit begrudged and irritated because Billy stole my move, and now it's just gonna look like I'm copying him. So I, Vertius, am a little bit annoyed by that because I thought I was gonna be able to, radiant beam, and Alex is like, I'm just copying, but I'm not. I had this idea earlier. Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
But
that was
I'm
close to failing.
trying
That was very
another
close to
radiant
failing.
beam as well. And all right.
Yeah.
Hey, you gave me some help.
I gave you some.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I really
You're welcome.
appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, this Paradin has seen the tables turn, and while it is a glorious night of light in its opinion of itself, it squawks as it comes over to the side, throws this lever, and jumps off of the ship.
Oh.
You immediately feel the ship kind of falter and tip downward quite rapidly, as both of the side wings that stabilize the ship have pulled in at this point. Now, the other Paradin is completely immobilized, so y'all are free to take your actions, and we're going to do that out of combat, and we're going to see how that goes. So, what do you want to do?
So hold on, really quick. So our wings have now gone in on
Your
both
wings
sides.
have gone in on both sides,
I thought
and the
one
ship
of them was
is
still
falling.
okay.
No, you never put it back out. No one ever put it back
I
out.
got distracted. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. I
We've been
was
going down.
going to, but then I didn't.
We've been going down for the entire combat, and we've been accelerating.
Right.
And now the second wing is also in.
I said I didn't want to be the medic.
Wait, then you could have been the boat pilot instead.
That's what I used to be good at.
I mean, Aspen's definitely going to run to one of those wings and just try and get us stable.
Okay, so you're going to throw one of the levers?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right. So as soon as you throw one of the levers, the other lever is still in, and the ship lurches violently as it's thrown to the side as the wind catches as you are falling very, very quickly at that point. So I need you all to make an athletics check for me. Let me get the right thing up. So
History has shown that athletics and I don't get along.
it is going to be challenging athletics
Oh,
check.
yeah, that's not going to go well. Are we go whenever?
Everybody?
Yep,
Yeah.
go
All
whenever.
right, go whenever. Oh, hey.
I made it.
Hey, I made it.
Well done,
Yes,
well done.
yes.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that was terrible. It was so close for someone who was that.
No.
Oh.
That's Aspen did not succeed.
Oh, how do you roll 3 blanks there?
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Epic failure.
Oh, nice.
Meta,
Okay,
meta.
okay.
Nice.
I'm lost.
All
Here we
right.
go. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Made it.
That was very, very well done. As the ship lurches, we have poor Meadow and Vertius who are unable to grab something and hold on for dear life, and you each tumble down the deck and hit the opposite gunwale. Luckily, not quite tipping over the edge, but Vertius, you did hit your head pretty hard, and unfortunately, your academics checks are going to be one harder until you can get that looked at and taken care of. And as well, Meadow, you landed on your arm very awkwardly, and I'm going to make your athletics check one harder as well. So hopefully, yeah.
Bones 2, I need you.
So not a good result. Still, the ship is now very crooked and is still going down.
Still
what
going
would
down.
you like to do?
I'm like hanging on by the edge right now.
And you're on the edge with you're not off, you're just on, basically laying on the wall, the gunwale there, that would normally fall right over. You're laying on that.
Got it.
But you are on the side of the ship that has the wing that is in, because you fell that direction.
Got it. And I assume like I'm like totally concussed right now.
You're concussed,
so-
but you are awake.
I'm awake. Okay.
You're awake. You're not
I'm
unconscious.
gonna if I'm over there, I'm gonna struggle over there and try and.
All right. This will
Try
be an
and do that.
acrobatics check. If you
Even
can go ahead and
though-
roll that for me.
I don't remember my name. But
Vertius?
it seems no. I mean,
I know.
yeah,
In
yeah.
character, you don't.
But no, what do I need to do now?
You're going to roll an acrobatics check for me. And Vertius, while you're doing that, I'm just going to explain kind of how you're feeling. You just hear constant squawking. The birds are gone.
The squawking.
Yeah,
the
but it's just,
squawking. Stop the squawk. Stop the
Yeah.
squawking. Stop the squawk as I roll my acrobatics check.
Oh.
All right. That was not just a failure there,
epic
Vertius.
failure.
That was an epic
No.
failure. You reach out for the bar to open up the wing, and you actually now fall as you reach and are now hanging
Oh, now
on
I'm
for dear
hanging.
life.
Okay.
And so that is where you're at. Does anyone else want
Aspen's
to?
going to run and help.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm
Where
right
is
there.
everybody?
We're close to
Meadow
each
is
other.
right there.
I've got one bad arm.
One bad arm.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna one arm see if I can help to pull them back over
Meadow,
the side.
this would normally be easy for you.
Sure.
It's going to be challenging because of your hurt arm.
Can't see
so
why.
go ahead. I'll let you choose between acrobatics and athletics if you want. Athletics would be the hurt arm difficult one. So maybe go acrobatics.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay.
Can I cast something right now?
Yeah, go for it.
I see sort of Meadows struggling with a visibly injured limb, and I'm gonna cast Tend the Flock, which heals her. So it's
Nice.
it's an empathy check, and I'm gonna. Can I roll that now?
Yeah, please do.
Tend the flock.
Oh, that was
Yes.
so close. Woo!
Yay!
All right,
Alright, so you
so Meadow, as you are reaching out to
Uh-huh.
grab Verdius, you feel your arm mend as you extend,
Oh.
and you are going
Nice.
to now roll an easy check. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and make it the athletics check.
Excellent. Thank you, Bones, too.
I told you not to call me that.
I think I did accidentally roll on challenging, but let's see.
You still managed
yeah.
it even on challenging, so you didn't even need that
Nice.
help. So
Awesome.
luckily you were able to grab Verdius and just flip them over top of yourself, and Verdius, you just land sprawled out on the deck, still
Oh.
in your
How many
ears.
fingers am I holding up?
Stop the squawk. Stop the squawk.
All right. People that have not been a part of that. So Queenie and please forgive me, Aspen, for getting your name. What would you like to do at this point?
Gonna try and again with the other wing and just see
Okay.
if we can stabilize this ship. I think if that's a possibility.
That sounds great. Go for it.
I probably would use
Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics,
to
okay.
kind of run across the deck as it's tilting and then pull the lever.
Okay, and that was on easy, right?
I think we're gonna not make that easy. That's gonna be challenging. The deck is very pitched at this point.
Bribes. the GM.
Wait, could I
How
cast
about now?
gravatic climb to her?
You
I would imagine
potentially
that
could. I'm not sure if that's on other people or
it
yourself.
says
It is
enchant
on
someone else. So yeah. So I don't know how
It
I
doesn't
have
say you must be
the-
touching them, so I think that you definitely could. But it is going to
I'm
be.
in a pretty bad state.
Yeah, you're in a pretty rough state. I'll let it be challenging. This is
All right, yeah.
Which of the three Aspens would you like to cast this on?
Yeah, I'm just like kind of just like shooting. It's squawking. I can like barely
You get
see someone.
quiet.
I'm just kind of like
I mean,
maybe this will
it's
help.
gonna help somebody, right?
And so wait, is there? Do I have to? Oh, I
Yep.
go up to
So
difficult.
you cast it. So I want you to make it a difficult cast there,
Okay.
and then you can go ahead and roll
And then
that.
I roll. I'm sure this isn't gonna work.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I actually meant to make it challenging, but you still failed challenging anyway,
Yeah,
so it
okay.
doesn't matter. You are not able to do that.
Yeah, I figured not.
Yep.
It was worth a shot.
well, okay, no problem.
So challenging, not difficult.
Challenging, not difficult. Great. Okay, Aspen's gonna try. He's running over.
Oh,
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
no problem.
Well done.
Leaps onto the lever
Uh-huh.
to try and get this wing under control.
Nice. As you pull the wing lever out, the wing extends quickly, and there is a very sudden lurch as the wind catches up underneath the ship, and you stop free falling as fast as you were. But you are still having a ton of downward momentum from those wings not being out. And as you look over the bow, you see very, very quickly an island rising up closer and closer and closer. Luckily, it is decelerating in the speed in which it is going to hit, but it will still hit.
Aspen's
And
like,
so-
guys, this island's rising up. Why?
Is there anything that we can do in these last couple of moments?
Grab something and hang on,
Okay.
Pray to
because
God?
it is too late to stop the ship from
Okay.
falling. It will hit.
Okay.
It has been free falling for like 5 minutes now. So it is not in a good state. Zach,
I cast appraise on a nearby barrel because I am very confused and I do not know what's going on.
it's going to be easy, Zach.
It's gonna be easy. All right. Yeah, that barrel.
Oh
What's
my
going
gosh,
on
I
with
love
that?
this so much. For those of you at home,
Well done.
this
Yeah,
has
I
no
watched
helpful,
that. Yeah.
no helpful connotations for what
Uh,
the situation is. But Zach now knows that must have been a former captain's barrel of whiskey because it is very nice grade of whiskey.
Delicious.
Worth quite a lot of money. So if you want to do something with that, feel free. But
And then I squawk.
all right, so
It's not going well for me. over
very
here.
familiar to us a few seconds ago. You once again grabbed something and try to hang on, and we're going to do one more check before we are off the ship, and it is once again going to be athletics, unless someone can convince me as why it should be acrobatics with your last few seconds.
Well,
No,
I
I'm
would
good.
just like to say that I have Cat's Grace that I can cast on myself.
You certainly could. You have a few seconds.
But I'm not sure what I can do to like help us at this point. Is there any way that I can like grab the steering wheel? What's it called? What's it?
Helm.
The helm.
The helm. The helm. Can I like helm us?
It's actually flying pretty straight right now. You're just falling really way too fast. Those wings would normally have kept you up, and you've just built up so much momentum. Now, if you turned the ship enough, you might not hit the island, but then you would hit the water just as fast almost. They're not that high in the air, these islands. So I think casting Cat's Grace would stop you from having to do the check.
Great. Well, I'm just gonna look out for number one then.
Yeah.
And
all you can do.
I'm gonna give it. My wardrobe has been through enough at this point. And I can't get any more tatters on things. So
Great.
I'm gonna do that really quickly.
If anyone else were to say, hey, I grab onto the ropes or something, I would switch it to an acrobatics check if you have better acrobatics. Otherwise, it's going to be athletics check just to hold onto the gunwale and not fall over.
All right.
I'm going to hold on to something because,
Okay.
my acrobatics is a lot better than athletics.
Please go ahead and roll it anytime you were ready.
Okay.
Either or, except for Queenie.
Well, I missed.
Oh, you didn't even have to
regardless.
roll. Oh, you missed your spell cast?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well then please roll an acrobatic.
All
or
right,
I'm
great.
sorry, a athletics check for me.
On,
Lots of failing. I love this. I
challenging
mean, I hate
monster?
this. This is terrible. It's going to be challenging.
Just got my arm fixed.
Oh no.
All right, we got a
Oh.
pass.
Ooh,
Is that me?
yeah.
Oh wow.
Epic save.
Oh,
Billy had a very good epic success. Billy, for that epic success, I'm going to let you grab someone else.
All right.
Who's
close?
And
Who's
stop.
closest?
You're pretty much right there with everyone. So
All right.
who failed? We had at least.
Well, I
good.
haven't rolled
Aspen's
yet.
good.
Go ahead.
I haven't rolled well because
good.
I
Alright.
in my concussed state stand and start flapping my wings. I'm like trying to fly.
You should grab it.
So I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
I
grab
should roll
the-
for
Oh, you're
that.
gonna grab Bert. All right,
Okay.
all right. So Bert's all right. Unfortunately, that does mean Meadow failed. Correct, Meadow?
no.
Meadow.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The ironic thing is, you fall and hurt the exact same arm in the exact same place as you
I
had
just
already.
fixed it.
So apparently, that one bone is weaker than the others. I'm not quite sure, but you do have a broken arm at this point.
Oh man.
All right. The ship
That was
has
noble of you, though, too.
crashed into the snow, into this big icy expanse. And it is instantly just frigid. And you feel the wind blasting across, but the ship is settled and calm. And then you hear a...
Oh, is that?
And then the ship drops down again, breaking through ice. And you are now in dark, cold, and it is murky and dank. And you think you must have fallen into an underground cave underneath that ice lake that was there. And you, luckily for the most part, are okay. Surprisingly, you really should have died. The flapping must have really helped.
Yes, definitely.
But you are now on the deck of this very, very broken ship.
And cold.
And cold.
I hate
But
being
not,
cold.
not wet.
Not wet. Not wet.
You got
do
something.
you think we'll still get paid?
I think we just broke half our wages.
Wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
There was one of the birds still with us.
He was netted down on the. He's
How's
long
he
dead.
doing? He's
yeah,
gone?
No, he's
Ah,
dead. The impacts
poor
have
guy.
definitely killed him. He was already pretty hurt.
Because I had.
But that may have been the squawking you were hearing.
Might have been, yeah.
Oh.
There's no more squawking for that bird though.
I
It's
feel
gone.
bad for him.
All right. What would you all like to do?
Ooh. Well, what do we know about these two paths? If these paths are
you
we're
happen to
looking
see.
at.
You happen to see my paths.
I do see your.
Can you roll a perception check for me there? Why can't I remember Aspen's name? Ever.
Aspen? That's okay. That's okay,
Uh,
friend.
I had a meditation during combat, but I don't see that anymore. I feel like I just need to like take a beat get a sense of myself, because this is rather embarrassing.
Those two might be able to help.
Yeah, I feel like
So I'm trying to get a hold of myself. That's what I'm doing in this moment.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
A little bit less concussed, less squawking.
Yeah.
Would you say this is an easy perception, right?
Yes, it is easy.
Thought so.
Good thing it was easy.
Yeah.
All right, so Aspen is kind of just like surveying the ground, and honestly, behind the ship, there's nothing. You collapsed that tunnel. There is no way you're getting out that way. And then you look up, and it is just a very tall ravine, like hundreds of feet up into the sky. And then you look ahead of you, and meters. And then you look ahead of you, and there are two paths. One is emanating this inviting yellow light that is just beautiful, and the other is frosty and cold and uninviting. It's almost like one is better than the other.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty clear choice.
All right. Before we go investigating things, can we please just look through the ship for any loot we want to take before we go off? Also, clothes. I mean, I like clothes to begin with, but also I'm really cold and I need something to wear because there's
Definitely.
barely anything left of my gown.
Yeah, you've been ripped to shreds a little bit.
And perhaps more importantly, in what state is that barrel of whiskey?
Yeah,
the
that's a
cave
good
of whiskey
point.
is fine.
Okay.
It
right.
was
Thank
tied
goodness.
down to the deck. You go into the hold of the ship, where there would normally be benches of troops ready for combat, and armor, and shields, and spears, and the captain's quarters, and the crew quarters, and all of it is basically empty. It looks like they emptied the ship in a hurry. The only loot is basically on the deck, where it looks like it was supposed to be unloaded before you left, and it was still just sitting there tied down, not taken off the ship because of speed. And so there is not much in the belly of the ship, which is pretty odd.
Okay.
It's very splintery, though, so watch your step.
Can I do just like a case the joint in general about like not only the ship, but maybe whatever is happening in this like cavern that we've found ourselves
Please.
in? Okay. Should that be challenging or?
I'm going to go ahead and make it easy.
Okay.
Which didn't help you.
Oh no.
With 3 dice, did not help you.
I'm going to come at this a different angle. As a naturalist, I've got a pretty good sort of read on environments and sort of like natural dangers. Is there? Can I roll
you
a
could
check?
definitely roll a easy check just to kind of get a lay of the land and see what's happening.
All right. I've got a 3 on nature, so that's encouraging. I hope I didn't jinx that.
You did make it challenging,
I did make it
but
challenging.
you are going to roll a 1, so I'm going to call it a success, even though
Okay.
the system is calling it a failure.
Sorry about that.
So that is fine. There seems to be a lived-like quality in, like, people have used this path, this cave system.
Okay.
This is not random caves that you've discovered. This is an underground tunnel that you have accidentally crashed into. You see some footprints here and there. Definitely not human. Possibly Paradin, possibly something else. And there does just seem to be kind of like a eerie, magical feel to the place. There's floating rocks, which it's a floating island, so it's not that weird, but you also haven't seen that on the Frosty Fjord before. You have been here before. And it's a little abnormal.
Okay.
Do we think that this is the Frosty Fjord that we've
You
landed
can
on?
immediately identify it as the Frosty Fjord.
Okay.
The islands are pretty distinct from each other.
Okay.
Yep. So you've made it. Congratulations.
Hey, job done.
So
My waypoint worked.
My arm is super broken.
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh yeah. about that. That is my responsibility, isn't it? Okay.
I feel like that's my number
Come
one
on,
priority
Bones.
right now.
All right. Okay. All right. Challenging.
This will be challenging to bend a bone.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Taking it away. I'm sorry. You.
Your arm looks fine.
Half
I think
bandaged.
it's,
Are
yeah.
you sure?
It didn't work, but it also wasn't the worst failure it could
Yeah.
have been. You are feeling slightly better. There's no bone like sticking out of your arm or anything.
Okay.
But it does still hurt and will not be as useful as it would have been.
Cool.
So
I probably want to see if I can like wrap it up.
yeah,
so
you
it's-
could definitely sling it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to.
That was a good call. Cool. All right.
How am I doing? I've
You're-
been trying to
you're
meditate
coming
over
to.
here. I'm
You're
coming
coming
to.
to. You-
Okay.
You definitely are still going to have disadvantage on academic checks, but you're
That's what I
also.
wanted to do. Cool.
But I mean, it could be an easy, just brought
That's
up
true.
to a difficult.
No,
depending on what you
I was
wanna
just
do.
gonna like try and remember through like some of the like we've been here before.
Yep.
I've done some studies
Yep.
around these islands to see if I can remember anything that might be useful for what might be underneath Frosty
Mhm.
Fjord.
All right, go ahead. Roll
What-
a check.
Roll which
That's doing
check?
challenging for me.
In academics,
Academics.
and you said a challenging.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give that the old roll.
Good of that.
That'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. That'll do it.
Right.
All right. So because of how cold it is on the surface, the Paradin and other factions that have held it before it did build a series of tunnels connecting their fortresses and markets around in order to make sure that they could travel when there's a blizzard happening. And so you have never been in these tunnels before because they're pretty well guarded and hidden, but you are in one now.
Got it.
So yeah, you are aware.
And then you said there was magical. Could I cast Detect Magic to see?
If you have that.
I have that. Yes. Touch an object, person, or place. I touch the place.
Okay.
I bend down and close my eyes. Put my arms down on the path.
Yep.
And
Also challenging. So go ahead.
Challenging Detect Magic.
Oh, you got robbed. You definitely feel magic, but you couldn't describe it.
All right. Worth a shot.
At the risk of everybody trying to do the same thing until it works, I do have an ability called Hindsight, which I find really interesting because apparently it works like a magical surveillance tape. I can enchant any object to view a projected illusion of its recent history.
I will say this is my favorite spell.
I thought it was. Yeah.
I read this and was like, oh, I hope someone uses that.
Yeah.
So yes, 100% you can do this.
Okay, cool.
Please do.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Can I take a look at that rock?
Same rock.
Yeah.
After you.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
also
use-
gonna be challenging,
Okay.
unless it's a spell that has its own challenge. I think you can adjust it.
It's like a. Oh yeah, you can adjust it. So I can do it at challenging, and I'll use my non-broken
Sounds
hand
good.
to see what I can see.
Come on.
I really want
Got
to.
it.
Yeah, I want to hear what it looks
Yeah.
like.
This is. You put this at the perfect time. I'm so excited about this. All right, you see these two hulking creatures, and they are going to be on the screen. They look like this.
Ooh.
And they are carrying a massive glowing shard into the right cave system here. They are moving very, very quickly like they've found something precious. And you just see them running with it away into the tunnels. You do not recognize these beings. They are not one of the nations that is there to steal these shards, the Starfalls. They just have been on Frosty Fjord and found this. So they're not like the Paradin or the Morimeno or anything like that.
Okay. I like to think I come out of it like Raven Simone, like, and then relay it to the group.
Awesome.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah,
Treasure.
indeed.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
I will say they did look. Were they kind of big?
They're big.
They're a little big.
Maybe they're friendly.
Maybe.
It could be. What's our strategy here?
Well, I bet the Morimeno would triple our pay if we could get that Starfall.
Yeah, there you go.
And we kind of need that because we kind of broke their ship.
We did break their
so-
ship.
A little bit. Just a little.
Starfalls are at least worth an entire ship. They
Yes,
are extremely valuable.
Don't even need to appraise it, much like that.
What about injuries on the work site? Like, do you think they'll cover?
Yeah, worth a comp, for sure.
Okay.
Extensive health insurance policies.
Are these creatures? Natural?
They
Beings?
are definitely creatures. They look like they're made out of rock, and they're definitely magical creatures.
Okay.
And they're, just to be clear, then obviously they've gone down.
Yes,
To the
they've
right
gone to the
hand.
right hand glowy side.
Okay. Well, we could sort of sneak down there and see what we can see.
Yeah, who's
That'd be
sneaky?
quietly.
Right here.
Sneaky.
Sneaky little
How about I
rogue.
hide in plain sight? What do you guys think about that?
I think that sounds very useful.
Sounds pretty good. I could try sort
You
of.
know what, though? It doesn't really work for me. I can Cat's Grace. I can Case the Joint. Hide in plain sight. I have to stay still. Otherwise,
Right.
it won't work.
If you have Cat's Grace, I will make your stealth easy
Okay,
because it would be way harder to hear you if you had the grace of a cat.
I can go do some sneaking.
I could give you Gravatic Climb if you want to sneak on the ceiling.
Yeah, I always want to sneak on the ceiling.
Why
In the
not?
in the ball gown?
Well, it's basically like a mini skirt
Oh,
at this point.
sure.
Is it
Go ahead and if you want to cast that, you can cast it on easy.
okay? Great. Casting. All right.
Excellent.
Got it.
Yes.
Well done.
Great.
So you
All
may
right.
now grip any surface, and including smooth walls and upside down along ceilings.
Okay, I'm gonna look awesome doing this. All right,
Yep.
so I'm gonna Cat's Grace now
Yep,
on
also
easy.
easy. Yep.
Okay.
You have some time to sit and make sure you're doing the spell right. So, oh, that was so close. Oh gosh.
Okay.
All right.
I very confidently then just grab onto the ceiling,
Yeah,
pull
grab some
myself.
stalactites.
I'm like basically gonna Spider-Man my way just and sneak on in.
All right, so we are going to be going up this path, and as you're climbing along the walls and the ceilings, you make almost no sound. And it's a little bit of a staircase climb, and so you're getting a little tired, and it opens up into this large cavern.
Okay.
And in the middle of the cavern is this bridge over a chasm. And that bridge looks like it's seen better days. It's still floating. It's got rock pieces floating there, but they're not all connected to each other.
Okay.
And then across that, up a little incline, is a nest. And in that nest, you see the most brilliant light that you've ever seen emanating from the center of it. And you do see these two rock shard creatures just sitting nearby. They're not immediately next to it. From your description, the star looks bigger than it is because of the light it emanates. It's only about 2 palm sized large. So it's not massive. But it is very, very bright.
So that's what's in the nest.
That's what's in the nest.
And how close are the creatures to the nest?
They're about 20, 30 feet, kind of like sitting, kind of grunting at each other.
Do they look like they're paying attention, or are they
They
like
are
deep in
not
grunting
necessarily,
conversation?
they are in deep grunted conversation. They're not necessarily paying attention. They definitely don't expect anyone to appear.
I will say, if you manage to sneak up to the glowy light thing and then start to move it, I just imagine in the cave the light shifting in such a dramatic way as you try to get back out again.
I was really hoping no one would think of that, because that's immediately what was going to happen. Yeah.
But I'm not there. So,
A thought occurs to me, as if from thin air, that maybe I do not want to move this from a light standpoint. So once I have Cat's Grace and once I have Gravitic Magic, how long will it last for me?
At this point, you are not thinking it's about to fall apart. I'm not expecting you to just fall off the ceiling if that's what you're worried about.
Because what I would like to do is let my colleagues know what's going on, but then I'd like to sneak back in and distract the guards and like get their attention moved to somewhere
Sure.
else, further away from the nest. So
Yeah, you can do that without rolling.
all right, so I go back, I lay it out for you guys, and I suggest my plan, but I don't mandate it because we are a team. and I say, so this is my idea. I can distract him, and then you guys steal the stuff. What do you think?
okay.
Great. Yeah, Aspen is just
Team
going to
distraction.
look at Vertius real quick and be like, how's the squawking going?
Less squawking. It's a dull squawk.
Great.
Just a quiet squawk.
Great.
Can
so
you
happy.
bring it back if we need it?
I'm sure I can summon the squawk if needed, but I hope that is not the case.
This is your superhero
Great.
origin story.
Yes, yeah,
So excited.
yes. All right.
Awesome.
Just throwing this out there, I can try and communicate with them. If we want to go, maybe I could be the lure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's way better than me being the lure. So
Then you can get
Well, I mean, I'm
behind
just
him.
saying, if you're sneaky, maybe you sort of get yourself
I can
closer
get
into
in position.
Do you speak Stone Man?
I
Speak to
can.
nature will definitely work in this instance. It'd be an easy cast.
Yeah.
They're not very complicated beings.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I was thinking of going one of two ways. I've got speak to nature, so I can communicate with plants and animals. You don't control them, but you may negotiate favors or trade gossip.
Interesting.
But I also have harmonize, which if they are hostile, I can try and pacify.
Cool.
That urge.
Do we have anything on the ship as a final? Like, I know you said there wasn't much to, but
The whiskey.
there's
do
the
we
whiskey,
think
so
stone-
maybe we
stone
could,
people, maybe they love a drink.
Maybe.
or maybe we just bring them some rocks. I don't know if there's anything on the.
Most of what was on the ship was to repair the ship, or just the general functioning. So you have a bunch of winches and sails and the whiskey.
I
But
think we should
beyond
make
that,
them
not
an
much.
offering.
Does
bring a
Aspen
piece?
see any like cool rocks lying around? You know,
You can pass a
he's-
perception check. Yeah, that's easy.
What do you
Great.
think the odds
You think it's
are?
going to be cooler than the Starfall piece, though?
That's what I mean. What do you
Wow.
think the odds are that they'll prefer that over the thing that they have?
You do find an exceptionally smooth round rock. It almost looks like a cannonball how smooth it is.
Guys, if we don't manage to get the starfall, at least we have this.
Does anybody have like an illusion? Like we could like make it glow or something?
Interesting.
Like swap it out maybe?
Oh, Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, wait.
I got
really?
nothing.
I got nothing.
Hang on.
No.
That would have been
I could,
really cool.
I could also come up with you and maybe try condescension on them and like to convince them that it's the same.
Does anybody have tinkering?
I have two dice.
Oh,
So maybe
Like in terms of...
in your skills,
Skills,
yeah,
yeah.
because maybe
I've got
we
2
could.
in tinkering.
No.
I will say that a part of the ship's apparatus is running lights that are quite powerful.
So we could use some
Interesting.
tinkering and that beautiful round rock you just found.
Yeah, to tie a light to it so it looks shiny.
Roll for DIY. Let's
I
go.
love that.
This is great.
Go for
Roll
it. We'll
for
see what you got.
a little craft project.
It is, I will say it's not just a lamp. It is. They have magical lamps that are projecting light when needed.
Yeah,
so it
okay.
would be
We
something
could-
you potentially could combine. If you have to
Okay.
roll pretty well, it's going to be a challenging roll. So
Do you
All
want
right.
to do the honors?
I'll
Bones too?
get... Thank you. All right, here we go. So I'm going to call upon my years as a deckhand before, dutifully stepping into these medic roles and try...
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
there we
you
go,
could not
there we
be
go.
closer to failing that. All right, you now have a rock that is very beautiful, and it is glowing almost from the inside. It is not nearly as nice as a star shark would be, but it is interesting at the very least.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can
I
we
think
is there a switch that we can like flip it off, flip it on,
It's controlled with magic, so you could do...
magic it on,
Yeah,
magic it off?
on-
I made this switch
It's a
as
cloud.
part of that, actually.
That's amazing.
That's great. I'm fine with including that. You
Okay.
have a way to turn it on and off.
Okay.
Okay, so Queenie, you're going to lead us to the nest to
Yeah.
get this in here, while Bones too trades gossip with the stone people.
I
Be
love it.
careful about what you say, though, Bones too, because you remember what happened to Bones.
Thank you for reminding me.
I love it. All right, so you're going to go talk to the
R.I.P.
stone creatures?
Bones.
And
I'm
again,
sneaking.
They speak
Yeah.
in grunts and just noises.
All right, so are you going to walk into the room?
Yeah, okay. Let's think about how we do it.
So let me sneak ahead of you, and I'm gonna get myself in position somewhere like behind where they were near the nest-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. It's
Okay.
going to be easy because of all your cat's gray stuff.
Let's
but I
see.
do-
Damn it.
Oh my god, no.
All right, so you just get into the mouth of the cave, and they hear you moving around, a stalactite falls or something, and they are aware of both of you now, and they just go.
All right, I'm gonna try and speak with them.
So you walk into the room.
Yeah.
All right,
and
you
just-
immediately feel a tripwire at your ankle, and now bells are ringing, little rock bells.
Nice. Okay.
And now they're like, yeah, we already knew you were here. And they just grunt again like,
Now that I have your attention, the ship just fell out of the sky, and there's a massive bottle of whiskey, a barrel of whiskey on it.
you,
Do
they
you
can
want to
understand
help me
you.
drink it?
They can understand you, but they don't know all of your words.
Okay.
They don't know what whiskey is.
All right.
And so you just hear, y'all hear, and you hear, big boom. Big boom.
Oh.
From the ship falling.
Oh.
And they go, you?
Not us. They ran the other way.
Oh. What? Iski.
Hard to explain.
Refreshment.
Water.
Kind of, yeah.
Spicy water.
Spicy water.
Easy. No. Spicy. Water. Yes.
Oh.
I'm so glad we didn't attack them. It's not delightful.
What?
Why here? Spicy water being.
Okay.
Spicy water people. That's what we are.
It's funny.
It really comes down to it.
We needed a group adventurer name, so I feel like we got it now.
Spicy water
The
people.
second one that has not been talking stands up, and you hear doom, doom, as it's taking slow, not necessarily aggressive steps, but is coming near to that bridge that is separating y'all right now.
Yeah, okay.
And so, yeah, what do you want to do?
This isn't going too well.
Tell them about the shiny rock.
Yeah, we want
yeah,
their
yeah.
shiny rock.
Trade.
Well, can we give him the whiskey first as like our?
Yeah, you can have the whiskey here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the whiskey and just plop it down next to
Okay.
Ben.
You still got the shiny rock hidden, though.
I think you had the shiny rock.
Oh.
Did I have the shiny? I mean, yes, I have the shiny rock, and it is turned off.
Yeah.
Magically turned off.
Left it off.
All right, so the second creature comes across. I'm assuming you're holding a barrel of
Yeah.
spicy water towards it. It goes, me, reaches for the barrel, and crunches it in its two massive arms. And whiskey just kind of like rains down on it.
All right.
And it tilts its head, and it has these like shards of like these crystals out of it. And you see the rock, and the whiskey just falls down the rock. But when it hits the crystals, it goes into the crystals. And the crystals change from a blue to a red.
Uh-oh.
And immediately that looks really bad. And then it goes, more spicy water.
Oh boy, they've got a taste for the spicy water. I think it was good, but
It reaches toward you and grabs you by the shirt, holds up,
No.
and starts going like this.
Show them the shiny rock. Show them the
Shiny rock, shiny rock.
All right, fine. So out from under my whatever's left of my shiny also outfit, I pull up my rock and I double clap, and it magically turns on, and I say trade.
It goes, yes, and it hands you Billy, and it takes the shiny rock. And says, "Hey, ooh," and then it starts going back up to its nest with the new rock. Good news, Billy hasn't been clapped.
thank you, Queenie.
Yes.
But yes, the spicy rock, or the rock, excuse me, is now going up to the nest. What would you like to do?
This is
the
really
worst.
go as
Yeah,
planned.
the worst stealth roll fail I've ever seen. That's unfortunate events for you.
So they closer to the nest than they were before?
Oh, yeah, no, he's like putting the rock in the nest. Yeah.
I think we went
Two
backwards.
shiny rocks.
Two shiny rocks now.
So can I just say more spicy water, more shiny rocks? Come on.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Both of them are very interested in this, and they go, yeah, and they follow you out. You've done nothing but be nice to them so far.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
they are going to follow you
Okay.
with a check. So I need you to make an empathy check.
Well,
I believe.
I can
It's
do
going to be
this.
easy.
You got it.
You've made 2 offerings at this point.
All right. Come on.
Yes! All right.
All right.
The big rock creatures are now following you to the ship.
Great.
Okay. Aspen
on, guys.
sees this. Aspen's going to run ahead, switch on whatever lights, like get as many lights as he can into the hold,
Okay.
switch them all on, and make it look like so that there's light shining out of the ship's hold or what's left of it. So it looks like there's a big old chunk of star fragments like down, like in the hope we can maybe send them down there and then
So
maybe lock them in or something.
on a ship of this size, there'd be a green and a red at the front and the back, and then a massive one to light the deck, and then 2 on the side. And so you've only used one of the small ones on the side. So you still have like 5, 6 of these massive lights that you can put down there.
Well, if I have time, I can cast Graphitic Climb on myself to just run up the mast,
Yeah,
grab
go for
the
it. Real quick,
biggest,
easy
shiniest one.
spell cast for you there.
I'm going to go ahead and grab the ones at the front and back of the ship. Actually, I changed my
We
mind.
didn't need those.
Yeah, you did not need those, so you're going to avoid getting that one as you are kind of like going up this greased pole and just instantly sliding back down. But I'll go ahead and let you do that really fast. What are the rest of you doing? Because you're leading the rock monsters, you're putting lights in the hole. What are y'all doing?
Should we
Spicy
grab-
Man first, obviously.
What were you gonna say?
Should we grab the shiny rock?
I
definitely
just
grab
want to
the
say
shiny
I tripped some sort of alarm system
So there's
when I
probably
came
more.
in.
Good thought. We should do
maybe-
a check for other
Oh.
sneaky
Yeah, you can give me a
traps.
perception. You can give me a perception check.
Right. I'll. Is it easy or
Yeah, easy is fine.
okay? Good thinking. And
Well done.
Y'all suck.
Ah.
Right above the starfall is a massive boulder
Oh,
on a
alright.
very slight tripwire.
Okay.
Like it shouldn't even be holding it up.
Oh boy. All right.
And so you can avoid that now that you have seen it.
Okay,
if you'd
nice.
like to grab the
Oh
starfall.
my.
Like,
I was really looking
Is
forward
it-
to a pancake version of Vertigo.
yes.
but-
Yeah. It's like how would we trip it? Just so I don't.
Oh, it's just like a trip. You step over it. It's a trip
step
wire.
over. Okay, so it's
Yep.
easy to step
It's
over.
like in the middle of the nest. They're
Okay,
so
cool.
big they can just reach in, but if anything was
Got
in
it.
the nest.
All right.
It was Indiana Jones.
It was. Yes. So yeah, I'll go up there, stepping over that
Yep.
and grabbing the light, and then like I take off my coat and wrap it up in it so that the
Smart.
light is not seen, and then put it in my bag,
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
and
yep.
then make my way up with the rest of my companions.
And we gotta go.
All right.
Yeah.
'Cause they're
So
gonna
there's
notice
only
that.
one other way, and that is we're back where the ship is here, kind of. But the ship is pretty far down this path. The two openings are, not super close to the ship, maybe a football's length away from it. So you can see them starting to light go into the boat as they are very excited to find more shiny rocks. Y'all did not go into the boat. I'm assuming you're on the deck or
Yeah.
nearby.
Put the lights down there and then just stepped right back out. So it's like,
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I
What do
think
you
we
wanna
gotta
do?
hoof it.
Yeah.
You just
yeah,
hoof
yeah.
it out,
Yeah.
Going out the
up
blue
to
side?
the surface. All right.
yeah.
All right. So give me a second as I have managed to lose my place. There we go. Okay, so you are now on this blue path, and it is going up. You're going out of the ravine that you have, and you are, I'm assuming, all sprinting at this point.
Yep.
You are cruising, and you open up into a wide expanse, and there is a fortress right ahead of you. And it has a drawbridge that is connecting it to the island. But you're at the very edge of the island, and you look down and you see way, way below you is the ocean. And so the fortress, though, doesn't seem to have too much activity around it. It's pretty bare. It's not abandoned necessarily. There is one ship up at the top on its dock, but it is not bustling with activity. Deep behind you in the wells of far below you here, so take
That
that.
could be anything.
Yeah, anything.
I can translate and go like, we're fine. You're good. Nothing to worry about.
You guys see what I see? There's a ship. There's a ship up there.
Is there? Oh.
Do we know? Is it obvious like what faction
It is
controls this?
Paradin flags.
Okay.
Mhm.
More squawks.
Bird
More
people.
squawkers.
The squawks get louder in my ears, and I'm like, no more squawks.
Not the
No
squawk
squawks.
trauma.
Can I tinker up some earplugs for our friend
I think that
Bertius
just
over
makes
here?
the noise in his head louder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
No, I need to face my fears. I need to go kill some paradin to get the squawking out of my ears, I think.
This is gonna
Great.
be so good for you.
Yeah, I think it's very therapeutic.
Yeah, growthy.
Closure.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
You guys want to scout it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Let's
got
do it.
stealth? Who wants to do it?
I got one.
Yeah, that might be you, Queenie.
As you're approaching, Queenie, just to set the stage, there is a guardhouse. It's empty. It's on our side of the drawbridge.
Okay.
On the other side, there's another guardhouse, also empty. So it is just a gate that is out at the front.
I still think I might case the joint before I
So-
go
yep.
sneaking in. So I'll go ahead and roll for that.
Yep.
Is that a easy?
It's easy at this
Okay.
point.
We'll see how I do. Oh, good.
nice.
You basically see this well-maintained bridge.
Okay.
It's not like about to fall off or anything.
Okay.
And as you get closer to the door, you see that there is a padlock on it.
Okay.
And other than that, there's seems to be no one on guard at all.
Oh, okay. So can I try and open the lock?
Skullduggery check, easy. Wow, you could have done a difficult.
wow.
Yes.
Wow, that was epic success. You easily just twirl a lockpick, put that in there for a second, and it comes open very, very quickly. So you are inside. Do you want to open the door? Oh, sorry, not inside. The door is unlocked. Do you want to open
Oh yeah, but
Okay.
quietly,
Cool.
thoughtfully, with
Quietly,
skullduggery.
thoughtfully, you open this pretty large door, and there in that room is like a giant holding storage room.
Okay.
And it's the base level of the fortress. It's got barracks, like kind of like
Tell me
cots
there are
and
gowns.
stuff. There are no gowns that you see. There are cots where people would normally sleep, like a lot of men would normally sleep. They're empty. But there is a cage, and it has one of these monsters that you just saw down in the depths in there, and it's just sitting there, and its light from its little crystals pretty dim.
Oh, buddy.
It's not doing great. And then there are two Paradin sitting at a table right in front of it playing cards.
They haven't noticed me though, because
Have
I'm
not noticed you.
sneaky.
You're sneaky.
Oh gosh.
Gotta let him out.
Yeah, I mean
They're
we
so
do.
nice.
We
Yeah.
do. They're so sweet, and his light is dimming, and we can't let that happen
No.
too much.
No, my
So-
heart will break.
Okay.
I mean, if maybe I could talk to him before
Yeah.
we get sort of like
Yeah.
Is it
Spring in
telepathic
action.
communication? I'm not sure.
That would be
It's
nice.
not.
No, it's
I
not.
don't think it is.
I can't in good conscience make that part of Fablecraft lore just for this to be easier for us.
Right.
That's really what
Worth
we
a
meant
shot.
with this spell. Well,
It is a rather cluttered room. There's a lot of cover in between you, between bunk beds and tables and racks of weapons.
what can I tell as far as the holding cell for this?
Another lock. It's like a low cage. It's made out of metal. It's a pretty strong creature.
Do I feel like my skullduggery skills would be?
If the padlock on the door gave you no trouble, this padlock
one's gonna
will
be
give you
fine?
No trouble either.
All right. Well, I want to sneak back out and let everybody else know
Sure, you
what's
can do that
going
without
on.
the check.
Okay. So what's that?
No check
Okay.
required.
All right. So you guys know what's up, and I suggest, because we are a team and we make our decisions together, I suggest that we go and free this guy. I think I can sneak in, undo the padlock, and overpower the guards, and maybe we can even steal their other thing. I mean, there's something in there worth stealing. So,
Yeah.
Gotta be.
right?
Yeah.
I could go the other way and try and maybe just make a bit of noise, maybe to sort of bring the paladins away
Distraction?
from the creature.
I love it.
Sounds good. I'm going to back you up just in case we need to do some communication
I was
things.
gonna say if you could teach her
Perfect.
a few words real quick in stone person. Yeah.
Also-
Meadow, Vertius, are you going to come with me?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, and that way, if they, if there's a fight, we got some numbers.
So you want to distract the two Paradin that are there? Are you going to make noise outside of the fortress, or are you going to make noise inside the room?
And here's a question, actually, before we endanger everyone's life.
Yes. And also,
could-
won't they know that the lock that was locked is now unlocked?
You had an epic success. I'm happy if you want to just flick that back to locked,
Okay. All right.
even from the inside.
Could
Okay.
Queenie and Billy / Bones 2 get to the creature without us needing to? Like, could they get to the creature unseen?
There's a stealth check that would get you there. Yeah, it's
So
not going to be
wouldn't-
easy. It'll be intermediate.
Do you know what? Why don't you just, maybe they don't need to be distracted. Maybe we could do this because them.
So how about this? We'll sneak in. We'll relock it from the inside so that no one will know that anything is amiss here, even if they come to check things. If you hear anything, if you hear a squawk from inside, start to make some noise outside.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yes.
All right.
We'll knock on the door.
I need
Yes,
stealth
yes.
checks from you two.
I'm not stealthy, but here we go.
It's easy. They're
Great.
not expecting you.
Okay.
You had
Great.
an epic success to get in the room, so I'm fine with an easy.
You go first, Queenie.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh,
So as Queenie is just relocked the door, so that's bad.
Okay.
Turns to go around and knocks a candlestick right off of its candelabra. And
You're just gonna
hits the
hit.
ground.
You're just gonna hit.
And they both kind of turn like, what is happening? And that will bring us almost into combat. But the problem is half of you are locked out right now. So the paladins see you and draw their swords and are running to you. You have just a second to attempt to unlock this door.
All right.
Otherwise, you might be fighting two paladin by yourselves.
I'm gonna go. So I'm skullduggery again.
Yep, it's going to be harder this time.
Yeah, I had a feeling
because
it might.
you are a little nervous now, so it's going to be intermediate.
So how did we make it like,
challenging
close to the rock monster at
Not even
all?
close. No,
No,
you're literally
no,
right
just
inside
through
the
the
door.
door.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
All right. Let me unroll this, or let me unlock this thing. I got this.
Yep, you need two.
I look to you and I'm like, no problem.
Yeah.
We've got this. It's all good. With confidence,
Hey!
All right.
Nicely done.
quickly unlock the door again
Well done.
and welcome the rest of our team in.
Oh, you're back.
All right.
Hello, I'm
So-
here for the delivery.
The paladin who were running at you when they had, even odds, now have kind of like slowed their squawk and walk just for a second, and are now kind of look like they're going to run up the stairs instead, and get away from you. So with that, we are going to enter the combat, and let me find that really quick. You are in this room here, and Sam, this is where we're going to cut for just a second and restart that, because I have to kill these people.
I'm going to stand up for a second.
Quick
Yeah.
Go for
murder.
it.
Just
Yeah, sorry, it is a little longer than we had planned, and I apologize. I do long sessions, apparently.
This is great.
Oh yeah, it's super fun.
All right, I want to kill all
I'm gonna
those.
stand up too.
Yeah,
I've never had one of these before.
it's really good. Oh, isn't there in the fridge?
Yeah, I just got introduced to them today. Very good.
Okay, I think I got rid of all those guys.
Yes, very.
All right, so the rock monster. Sorry, we'll sit down and then I'll start explaining.
Okay.
Take your time. You do not need to sit down right away. It's just I started explaining and then realized I should wait.
Got to do some murders.
Yeah.
You can move. I don't know if I told you this before, but if you want to move player characters before
I can.
combat, you can. Yeah, so that
Great.
people aren't too far away.
Find a door. It's gonna be this door, I guess. I'm just like looking for a place for them to like head to. Okay. All right. All right. So you are now inside of the door here, and right up here is where the elemental monster, ice monster, is. And then you are having the paladin who were running towards you immediately kind of stop in their tracks, and they're going to be headed for this doorway over here to start going up the stairs. And so it is going to be the start of combat there. And it is going to start with Meadow.
Oh my.
You got this.
Okay.
Get him, Meadow!
Oh,
Go
okay.
get him!
Oh, actually, yeah. I don't think we want them to get away. What do I have that can get me over there real fast?
Their battle cry of squawk turned into a squawk when they saw how many of you there were.
This will like jump me over there, right? The meteor leap.
I think with a move and a jump, you can
so.
make it.
So if I
Move as far as you can and then do meteor leap. I think you can get to them.
oh
Yeah.
cool okay oh and I have to go around this here.
Yeah, that's the problem with this thing.
Oh, hang on. Boop 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 boop. Yeah.
Love it.
You got this. Go, Meadow!
Oh gosh, my arm's broken. Leap. All right, let's see here. All right. Click. Why you no click?
If you
Oh, you
go
can move to
one,
next
there you
Right
go.
there.
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
Come on.
Oh. Wow.
Damn!
Oh baby.
That was huge.
That was incredible.
One arm, not a problem.
That
they're
immobilized them,
Yeah.
and damaged them greatly. Oh man, they are not looking good.
Yeah, I hit you with the wrong hand.
The Paradin that is furthest away is going to try to kind of get out of its netting, and it has its sword out, and its arm is out, and its wing, excuse me, Paradin, is going to take a swipe at you, Meadow. And let's see how it does. Ooh, pretty good. All right, does 10 points of damage with its wild flaying strike there. And that brings us up to Vertius.
All right, I'm coming in. I'm moving as far as I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything because I can't quite get there.
Yep.
I don't know if I have line of sight. Let's see. Maybe? I think I do.
Got it.
Give it a try here.
Oh, I think
So
that's
barely.
Barely.
Barely
So
passed.
I did Radiant Beam.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, got a little healing.
Yeah, got a little
Okay.
heal on the path.
Nice.
How's your arm looking?
Yeah, is it any better?
Still, I think it's gonna be good. It'll be good.
All right.
The rock monster is still in its cage, and it is going to just end its turn in its cage because it can't do anything. So,
Oh, I wonder if we can.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna try and get to the rock monster.
Yeah.
Can I get there?
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh, we're all in your way.
blocked off.
I'll go get the rock monster because I'm closer. I'm the
Okay.
closest. So
All right, I'm gonna jump in behind Vert here and see if I can get. Do I have line of wells? Oh, no.
can't quite reach it.
Can't
I've
quite
got
reach
you
it.
blocked off with that
Okay.
massive bookshelf.
All right, I'll end my turn there then.
Alrighty. All right, so that brings us to the other Paradin, who is going to take a shot at the one that shot it. So it's going to aim at Vertius there with its shadowy arrow, and it is not going to hit for a
it's got
lot, but a
of
little
dice.
bit. Luckily, it got a miss there for you. It is now no longer immobilized, though.
Uh-oh.
It was able to cast off the net while it drew.
All right.
all right,
Right.
I'm gonna come over. Where do I want to go?
I'll let you unlock the door from that adjacency.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do then. And how should I? Am I still gonna? I'm gonna.
Just go to Skullduggery check to open it up.
Okay, I don't think I can do
Oh,
that
in the
from
bottom
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. So need to be adjacent, they're orthogonal from it.
You just can't roll a.
Oh,
It's
right.
a
Excuse
story
me.
Yes.
So sorry. I'm
Yes.
going to say that your amazing Skullduggery is going to open that door automatically. So,
There you go.
normally that would be something you would roll for that is going to be able to be done
Yeah.
within
Yeah.
combat. But
Oh, nice.
I forgot as a bad DM.
Future
You're doing
feature.
great.
So what?
So that'll just end your turn, and
Okay.
we'll call it there that you unlock the door.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I do something to end my turn?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one
What
of
do
your
I do?
abilities on the far right. Battle meditation.
Battle, okay.
Self-heal, yeah.
Nice.
And you can heal yourself a little
Great.
bit.
Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Oh wow, that really worked out pretty well for me, guys.
All right, where can Aspen go? Not that far, but I guess he's going to follow Queenie, like the dutiful puppy that he is. And, he's just, in lieu of being able to do anything useful, he's just like, go get him, everyone.
So I feel so encouraged.
Awesome. Cool. That brings us back to the top. So Meadow is up,
Okay.
and the squawking is intense, I will say.
Where are you
And
carrying this team at the moment,
it's quite loud and is kind of spreading throughout the tower. So take with that what you might, what you will.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep going at these guys here in front of me. Wondering if I should move out of the way, but
All right.
Nice.
Almost a
Nice.
failure.
That
We
was-
got a hit. Ooh, nice. Did a good amount of turn or a good amount of damage. All right. This squawking Paradin is going to run for the stairs here
No.
and is going to take a shot at Meadow here. And barely hits, but hits all the same. for just 2 points of damage. So don't know if you can handle that, Meadow. It squawks in frustration. Squawk! As it sees a glancing hit with its arrow.
All right, I'm going to get close over here, making room for Billy back there, and use Invigorating Bash. See how that goes for me.
That's good.
Not
I
terrible.
bashed, and I also feel invigorated.
Well done.
One hit
One away.
away. All right, the elemental crystal lumbers out of its cage, and it turns to Queenie and pulls back, and then it runs toward the Paradin instead. So its tiny brain has realized that's probably not what I want to do. And it is going to take a shot at the Paradin with an ice shard.
Nice.
If I can do
Can it?
that, I don't know if I
maybe
can.
not, because it's technically friendly fire.
Oh, right, because I'm sorry, once again, DM fail. It is not going to do that, but it is going to do that, and it's going to kill the Paradin, because I can adjust the Paradin health automatically, so I will do that. If I could end this person's turn. There we go. And so that Paradin will die.
Oh,
Perfect.
bye. Bye-bye,
Nice.
birdie.
Well done.
Way to go, Rock
Thanks,
Monster.
Rock Monster. Yeah, good on you.
All right, that brings us to Billy.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to patch up my friends here to the best of my ability. Will Wellspring work? No, I've got to target someone.
You haven't moved yet, have you?
I haven't moved.
Okay.
But we want to get this guy before he runs out,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
but I won't be able
immobilize
to. I
him.
won't be able to get all the way there, and I'm gonna be. Locked in. I'm gonna get up as close as I can. I'm gonna be right
Okay.
behind here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast a heal on Vert. Oh no, I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna end my turn then.
Squawking has gotten to you, Billy.
Yeah,
No.
squawk, haunted squawks.
The haunted squawks.
This must be really hard for you.
Yes, it really is.
Queenie,
But I'm
you are
facing
up.
my fears.
Oh, I'm so close to being able. Well, maybe I can. If
Get
I
to it
come
with the
all the way
range.
down here.
Yeah.
I think that fireball is going to come in handy.
Yeah. I
I'm gonna
think
try
your
to
ranged
throw
attack
another
will
net
do
over him
it.
Too, if
Yep.
he's not thrown.
Oh no, that range won't work. It has to be fireball, doesn't it? I think. But well, if I do the just hold on a minute here, buddy. Can I cold fire lance him from where I am, or I have to be in a straight line?
You should be able to see it on your. If you select the spell and hover over him, you should be able to see.
I think I
if
can
it'll
get
hurt.
Yeah, you
it.
can.
Yeah.
So that can potentially immobilize him too, or slow him
Yeah.
Yes.
That
down.
would
So
be
I'm going
good.
to try
Give it a
that.
go.
That's what you want. Hey.
Ah,
Very nice.
all right.
right.
Good. He's
Let's
not going
go.
anywhere.
Slow now, for sure. All right.
Let's see how far Aspen can get. Not that far. We'll do what we can with what we have, you guys. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and take a moment here to just cool down. You're all
Makes
doing
sense.
great.
Nice.
All right. Meadow, it's all you.
So are they
5 health left.
Okay.
If you don't kill it or immobilize it, it'll make it to the stairs.
Oh no. Okay. Well, hang on.
Depending on how fast.
Let's think about this. Okay. So it looks like I can run all the way up to
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and do that.
Go, Meadow.
You got this.
Doing great.
Thank you. Your belief in me gives me belief in me. And then what's the strongest one? Probably this, yeah? No, wait. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm just gonna throw that. One moment, please. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the net over them one more time.
Nice.
Let's see.
Let's see how it goes.
Please, 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 please.
That's good. That might be enough to do it. It is.
Yes.
Very good. All right, instantly, we're going to come out of combat, and the rock monster turns, sees no more birds, and runs up the stairs. And you were just kind of watching this, like, and you hear, squawk! And boom, boom, boom! And that staircase goes up all the way to the top, but the rock monster only definitely went to, like, the second story. So what do you all want to do?
We gotta get that ship.
Let's go get that
Let's
ship.
go get that ship.
You're going to run up to the top?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, as you're running up to the top, you hear more and more squawking, but you don't see any more Paradin, and you make it to the top, and there is a skimmer, very, very similar to the one that was burned of yours by the Paradin. They are waiting for you with no guards.
Well, this is handy.
Yes.
Very good.
I think let's take this
I
ship.
think this is our ship.
Yeah.
This is our ship now.
What are we going to call it?
Spicy
All right, so you have made it out of the Frosty Fjord. You have made it away from the Paradin. There are no ships to chase you, and you have smooth sailing all the way home with your Star Shard. And that is up to you whether you go there or not, though. What would you like to do? You don't have to go back to
Let's go
Morning Meadow.
sell this. Where can we sell this Star Shard?
Wait, do we get to make a wish? Where is it? Where does the wish
All
come
right,
in here?
so the resident historian might be able to tell you what happens with the wish.
Oh, yeah, I mean, do I need to roll something to?
No, you know this.
Yes. So we must collect the most starfalls to present to this supposed Newman. So in order
But
to
you're a non-believer, aren't you?
I am a non-believer, so
Yeah.
I'm very skeptical that that's actually what's going to happen. I think the Newman might eat us when we get there with the starfalls.
Oh.
But it is said that the one who collects the most starfalls and presents it to the Newman will be granted their greatest wish. So if we want that, we must go out and find some more starfalls.
But if we don't want the wish and we just wanted to sell this,
We could take it back to our more amino friends probably, and they'd be quite pleased.
The
to get
Ashbane
it.
also have a standing bounty on Starfalls. So
how much would we get?
enough to buy a literal cruiser like the one you crashed. They're very, very valuable.
Oh. About how many gowns is that?
I was
How would you
wondering.
measure that in
2,000
gowns?
gowns, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. ones.
My eyes light up.
Set
Awesome.
sail.
Well, as the sun is setting over these floating islands, you all sail away whole and with your prospects looking much better than they were at the start of the day, even though you managed to crash a very expensive ship into an island. And you sail into the sunset, deciding what to do with your newfound bounty. So thanks for playing. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, that was a blast. Thanks for letting me DM.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Austin.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, my favorite moment was when you almost got squashed with the spicy water. I was really looking forward to figure out how you're going to get out of that. But he had no idea that you were not full of whiskey. So
I might have been.
yeah, you might have been.
In his defense,
Yeah.
could have been a barrel of whiskey.
So if you, if you've just been following along, Fablecraft is what we've been playing on today. It was a blast to DM in. It was pretty dang easy to ask for checks and see the rolls. I love that we always see them at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the universe that we were playing in is Fractured Sky, which is down here, which is a board game that IV has made. And so that's kind of the marrying of those two that we got to play with today.
And this is going to be available when? When's the
Kickstarts May 9th.
May
To
9th.
access the closed
Awesome.
beta, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I
But
have
you
one.
still also have another week for Fractured Sky.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah,
Week
yeah.
from today.
At the
is
time
end
of this
the Kickstarter.
recording, yes.
Yes, at
Yeah.
the time. Maybe a little later by the time this
Yeah,
launches.
that's
but-
fair.
But yeah, thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks for
having us.
having
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.